guys to my video. So today we are going to learn how we can install any ISO file in our virtual machine. So it can be Windows 7, it can be Windows 10, it can be CentOS, it can be Kali, it can be any operating system of your choice. So basically this is my VirtualBox which I downloaded from VirtualBox official website. You can use either VirtualBox or you can use VMware. It's up to you, but I prefer to use VirtualBox because it's more easy to use and is freely available, and you have a lot of resources regarding this. So let's start. How we gonna install the VirtualBox? So basically, you need to have ISO file with you before you can install uh, virtual machine in your computer. So I have got my ISO file. This is my Windows 7 ISO file. It can be 32-bit or 64-bit. It's up to your choice. So how are we gonna install the virtual box? So we go to new and then we give some name. Let's give Windows 7 X X. Alright, because I have already got another virtual machine here which is Windows 7, so I just want to give Windows 7 XX for now. You can keep the destination where you want to look at this virtual machine, and once you type the Windows, then it will automatically will give you Windows. If you type Windows 7, it will automatically give the version. You don't have to worry about this one. So suppose if I give Windows 10, it will automatically give the version 64-bit, so you don't have to worry about that. It will itself will allocate what version you should give. So press continue and then allocate the RAM, how much RAM you you want to give. Basically 2 GB should be enough for running the Windows 7 virtual machine. So depending upon how much resources you're gonna use while using this virtual machine, you can increase or decrease the RAM. But the recommended size is 2 gigs. So let's continue. And so yeah, here we go. So we have varieties of choices. Suppose sometimes what happen is you have already created a virtual hard disk and you just want to import that one. Then what you can do is you can use an existing virtual hard disk file, and from here you can directly upload it your virtual hard disk file. But in our case we are just installing the fresh ISO file, so we will leave as default. So here we're gonna create a virtual hard disk and we're gonna use VirtualBox disk image, and we will give dynamically allocated. So there are two different sizes. What's the difference between dynamically allocated and fixed sizes are? So dynamic allocated hard disks will increase according to the increase in usage, right? But the fixed hard disk file is not able to do so. So and another difference is it the fixed size will take longer to create on some system, but in dynamically allocated is more scalable. So yeah, and this is my location where my folder will be created. Yeah, it's in the my username. and it's under the VirtualBox, Windows 7. So this is basically my path for locating my virtual hard disks. So what size I can give any size according to the available resources in my um, MacBook. So now I'm just giving 32. It doesn't matter basically. So what do? Yeah, you can see here it's a Windows 7, and now we can press setting, and we will go to storage, and you don't have to touch any of this because this one was created when you created virtual disks following the previous step. So where you will go is you will go to empty section and you will click on this disks. Clicking this disks will allow you to choose virtual image. So for now, as we are going to install Windows 7 ISO file, we'll press on Windows 7 ISO file and we'll press OK. So yeah, and we'll just double click it. Will the virtual machine will run. Here we go. And now you will basically will run it like mm, run it like your normal installation process for Windows 7. So you press next, you press install to start the setting up process. You accept the term, press next, custom installation, and you. So this is what we have created, the virtual hard disks. And we press next, and it will start installing. Here we go. So yeah, while going this installation process, I'll explain you what's the virtual machine, what it used for. So basically, virtual machine is allowing us to give a virtual environment. So instead of buying CPU to run multiple of different Windows, we can use VirtualBox as a software, which is basically hardware in the real world, but we are using that hardware, that CPU as a virtual machine. So virtual machine is a virtual of CPU, and we can do anything. We can expand it without free of cost. We can, if it's showing a problem, we can just delete it and create a new one. But in CPU, we can't do that because we spend some bucks while buying it, and if we start doing that, then we'll be bankrupt, right? So yeah, using virtual machine to run multiple of operating systems free of cost, basically, it's fun. During the process of installation, we can go how we can download the VirtualBox. I will show you. Yeah. So we will type VirtualBox, and you can see here it's a Oracle VM VirtualBox. Click there, and which operating system you want to use. So go to download, it support different operating system. It support Solar Linux, it support Linux, it support uh, Windows, it supports Mac. So it have different platform. It support different platforms. So for me, it was OS X, but according to your need, just download. You can create. If it's a Windows host, for a Windows computer, just click Windows host. If it's a Solaris host, press it. Linux, press it. It's up to you, whichever you wanna do. Yeah, let's see where our installation process is going on. How far it has read. It has read 89, 91. Yeah, 100. We'll wait. Don't press anything. Let it run itself. Starting Windows. Updating register key settings. We are almost there, guys. Yeah, give a name. For now, I'll give you Windows PC. Next. If you have a product key, enter a product key or add just I'll untick this one for now and I'll press next. Ask me later. It's taking a lot of resources, so it's lagging a little bit. Just give some time. Don't start pressing a lot of keys, otherwise it will get more hang. Yeah, public network. Breathe, virtual machine, breathe. Let's wait, let's relax for it. Yeah, things. Press home network. Windows is finalizing. A few other terms I want you to know about VirtualBox is basically when you are running, if you want the internet connection, you will go to network, you set a NAT or into a bridge adapter, and if you want these two virtual machine to talk with each other, then you will keep both of them in NAT, so you can connect to each other, you can ping each other. Basically, NAT network adapter is a virtual network adapter. It's a virtual network which are allowing us to communicate between two virtual machines. So when you put your network adapter in a NAT network, it will basically means that you are not connected with a public network. All right. So, and whenever if you want to, so yeah, it's almost there. If you whenever you want to add USB, you can click into USB and you can add whichever USB device you have connected to. And if you want to increase size, you can increase by full screen mode, scale mode. Yeah, that's all. Hope it will help you while installation. Thank you. It will take a little bit longer, so I want to end my video here. And that's all. That's all you have to know. If any problem, just leave the comment. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great day. Thanks for watching my video.